welcome to How to Play Homefront. Let's start out with the first thing first. I'm thinking that this game is running in 1080i, so let's go ahead and change that. If you're running HD PVR, the highest it'll go up to is 1080i, so you ain't got to worry about that. This is so that you could still get HD, but you won't have to worry about progressions interlaced, so it's every other frame. And it's something you can just look up yourself. And black levels, we'll just go standard. Screensaver enabled. And that way you have the highest lighting effect for your gameplay. Now let's go to the game. And the first thing that you're going to do is you'll see the screen. It's obviously black. But it takes a while for this game to boot up for some reason. I don't know. I'm scared to put it on my hard drive because the last time I did that, it wound up freezing in the splash screen. Now, if you're having this problem, right after it shows the THQ symbol, you'll see the chaos symbol. And then right after the screen, you won't be able to get into the game. So there's a lot of people that are experiencing that, but that's just, you know... I don't know. They say it's some bug to do with the battle code that you put in. So use your storage device. You go to multiplayer. Now, the first thing that you will notice is you can change your armory outside of gameplay. So let's go into that first of all. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classes that you can change on your own. Now, I haven't gone back and changed the names of these. I didn't rename the class because I don't know what to name them right now, because I'm still in the process of figuring out how everything works. So let's just go over the weapons, the primary weapons. So you get the M16, which is a one-shot bullet. You have the M4, which is automatic. The Scar Light, which is a 3-shot burst, kind of like the M16 from Call of Duty 4, and the ACR was automatic. And the AK-47, and this new, I don't know, Chinese XM10 rifle. I've never even seen it or used it. You got the LMG. You got 2 LMGs. You got the Scar Heavy and the L249. The Diablo, which you've already seen me do videos with. The Vector. You've seen that video with me and Thunder Toro. The snipers I haven't gone over yet. Plan on doing that, and the shotgun, which if you got a special code, you would unlock that. So, let's go ahead and look at. Now, I haven't used this setup yet, but each setup you can see is pretty much the same because I usually run team deathmatch and. That's basically it. But in the assault, let's say I just want to pick, let's say we're just going to talk about the Diablo. I'm going to use the Diablo. Now you can see where it shows primary weapon. Then I can go to attachments. And really, these ACOG scopes are just cosmetic. I really haven't figured out the difference. But I just, like the way one looks over the other, maybe. I don't know. So, I'm going with let's go with the ACOG M1 today. Then you got special explosives, which I'm still waiting to get this produces a cloud of burning smoke that is lethal when inhaled. It's the only thing I had. I mean, I'm not even that high level, but I'm using C4 for trucks. And then I never use my number 1 purchase slot, so I just put the proximity rocket launcher. And what the proximity rocket launcher is, it just means that as long as you get close to your target, it'll explode once it gets close. So it's pretty cheap, only 200 points. And then I got the Hellfire, that's automatic 2 kills for you. So no matter what, you cover yourself in the air. So you cover yourself in the air with the proximity launchers. You cover yourself with the vehicles on the ground and the Hellfire. Now don't forget, you can always knife the weapons or knife the vehicles on the ground. Now, how does this work here? Let's go ahead and look at it. These are points. Now, I'm going to go ahead and clear out the points so I can show you what this means. So now you got These are all the points. So if you already know all the points in your head, you really don't have to go through, and you can hit right bumper on the Xbox and you can go through the points. You get a total of 5 points. So whatever combination that you want to put them in, that's what they equal. You could do 5 points. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can have 5 perks. But it depends on your style of gameplay. You know, you could change that and go, okay, now I could do 2 number 2s, which would be like Penny Pincher and Grave Robber, because I like ammo. And then let's say faster reload. That's what I want. So now I got unlimited ammo. Doesn't cost me that much money to get the weapons that I need, and I got a fast reload. 2 plus 2 plus 1 equals 5. Pretty simple, right? You want to clear it out, you just hit X, and then you can go back, and then you got these other ones. Like, these are worth 3. Increased explosive damage, increased experience gains, extra grenades, and straight from the hip. So, reduce weapon deviation when shooting from the hip. That's a 3. So you could do like 3, and you go back to 1, and you go tactical and redraw. That's 5 points. So that's pretty lethal right there. But you're gonna have to work harder for your perks. But you know, if you're a rusher and you think you're gonna get the points anyways, maybe that's what you want to run. So you could do tons of different combinations, and then you can always go back to all because you know what they are. I do tactical reload, quick draw, penny pincher, and ghost, just so I can round off the 5. So you get the point there. I mean, obviously you could change those as the game progresses forward. You know, people are going to change their tactics to understand, you know, how to combat your situation. You know, you don't know what's going to happen in the future because people are different. So weapon camo. I got all these different camos that are pretty cool. And then you look through digital dragon fire, dragon ice, golden. I love my gun. Ah, what is that? It's gay. Viper is pretty nice. I like it. But so let's go ahead and just throw cracks on here, you know, just for the heck of it. So you get the point in that you understand how that operates. You could pick these different weapons. 5 points total for your perks. 2 weapons. So let's go to purchase slot category. Now, in the drones, you can get the little helicopter and shooting at shit, which is, you know, it's up to you. And then you got this the little helicopter with the rockets on it. I mean, I don't know. This right here is the Patriot, which, you know, you can mark the enemy so your team sees them in big red diamonds. This is like a mini. It's basically a machine gun on tracks, you know. And this one's a lock-on machine gun. You know, you can lock onto targets with this one. White phosphorus, hellfire, and cluster bombs. Hellfire is for like light armored vehicles. Phosphorus is like multiple targets on ground or camping, and then cluster bombs are for like heavy vehicles. Proximity launchers are for like helicopters. They're not gonna lock onto them, but if they get close to them, they'll knock it out. And RPGs are RPGs, you know. Flak jacket. The great thing about flak jacket is you'll actually see somebody wearing the flak jacket, unlike it's not pronounced in Call of Duty. So if the person puts it on, you'll see it. Personal UAV, self-explanatory. You know, ammo resupply, and night goggles. So, I mean, it's your pick. You can pick the Rhino to lock onto helicopters, or you could take the proximity launchers, whichever way you want to do it. I just choose the proximity launcher just so I can get close to the helicopters, and the Hellfire is for, you know, automatic kills. So that basically covers that, the whole combination of, you know, your weapon setup, your attachments. Your attachments are pretty big. I mean, you get a whole fucking list of them to unlock. And you unlock these by kills. Like, unlock by 25 kills, unlock by 15 kills, unlock by 50. See all these? You have to unlock in 200 kills. Emp Launcher. I haven't tested this out yet. Like, shooting it in the vicinity of a helicopter in the air and it knocks them out. I don't know. It says affects vehicles and drones. So, obviously, a helicopter can't fly if you shoot it with the EMP launcher. So if I could put an EMP launcher, and you know, I like iron sights anyway, that frees up a weapon slot for me to use and do other things with. You know, because then all I have to do is shoot and forget, and I can move on to killing people. Because I know that people are greedy on the ground; they'll run to the helicopter and just take it out for me. I don't have to worry about that. Instead of me sitting there like an idiot in the open, shooting at a helicopter, giving away my position not only to the helicopter but to the people on the ground. With the EMP grenade launcher, I just pop it off. The helicopter goes down. Everybody jumps on it. I can move on killing. So that's my theory behind that. If it works, I don't know. Okay, so let's just go into a private game. Well, okay, vehicle loadouts. I'm not going to really go over that. I mean, you can put an injection. I basically put it, you know, you go all the way up to an attack helicopter. This is when you get X amount of points in the game, and then you can unlock those instead of using your weapons loadouts. You can use vehicle loadouts. So instead of using the Hellfire, you can save your points all the way through the game to get these things, you know, like a tank and shit. But I never use them because, you know, it's basically 12 versus 12 team deathmatch, and by the time you get all your points saved up, what are you going to use it for? At the end of the game, it's not even worth it. So I don't even waste my time with it. So let's do an Xbox Live game, a private game, so I can show you what I'm talking about. Okay, let's start with some gameplay. So here we are in a private match. And let's get it started here. So here I'm using the Vector. Some of the things you can do is you can jump up, and you know, it's like this is old school. Like you can jump and go into prone. See, you can go crouch, but there's no stopping you from going. See how look at the water moves when it creates waves when you run. That's pretty cool. But when you jump in the air, you go straight to prone. There's no crouch. Which I kind of like it. I don't know. I think that's a great idea. Some of the problems that you have is jumping through windows. I mean, you can't crawl up through windows, but you can jump out, but you have to be careful because you'll go right into a prone position in this game. So it's really hard to get that going. But that's really all I wanted to talk about. You know, you get nice 360. Now you see I changed it to 1080i, and you can see that it runs a lot smoother. So, I don't know. That might be a good point. So let me get out of this. Oh, let me go to options. Options. This is what I really wanted to cover. Subtitles, you don't really need subtitles. Controls. Now, stick layout. There's only two. Southpaw, Legacy. If you're a lefty, and I don't know what Legacy is for. The opposite, maybe a left-handed person. I don't really know. But I use default button layout. Interesting. Southpaw. It's just for a lefty. That's it. There's no really tactical layout. Camera relative, chassis relative. So you can think of what you want. Now look sensitivity. There's really there's no numbers here. So you know, a little bit over the middle. That's what I'm thinking. And you know, you pretty much know invert and always take vibration off and take the aim assist. even though I don't really recognize it, but that's what I roll with. Audio and video, turn down the music all the way, master volume, SX, and then the gammas for like how bright you want it. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Now I'm running in 1080i. I think that it runs a lot smoother. Yeah, you don't get all this. You don't get all the. See, now you can move without the frame picture cut in half. Yeah, that's pretty good. And see, when progression comes in, you can actually see stuff before they dissipate. So yeah, you're not getting the frame rate bug. So my suggestion is run this game at 1080i. If you got 720i, if you got it on your TV, I've never seen it, but if you got it, use 720i. I think that would be the most optimum thing to run it at. And 1080i, that's probably what I'm going to run it at now. It's going to give me a little bit. If you're going to run 1080, it's going to bring in the borders and throw you out of a further distance on your gameplay. So that's the unfortunate part, but that's just the way it is. I don't know. Let me see what 1080i looks like. I don't even know if my HD PVR records in 480i. We'll see. You know, I don't get 480i. That's it. So there you have it. Basically that's it. Just go over my highlights of my stats, and good luck to you. I hope that helped you out. Other stuff that I'll go over with you later on down the road that'll be probably pretty helpful to you. As I learn it, I'll pass it on to you so that you guys can be more familiar with the game and enjoy it, because I enjoy it. And I would like you to enjoy it. I mean, I guess I'm going over, like, you could cut through all this and just hit the start button. But if you get stuck before this screen, you got the bug. So, let's look at my stats. Service record, challenges. I don't really care about challenges. Leaderboard, experience. I got, 622, only played 4 hours at this count. Obviously, I got booted on my other account. 264 kill death ratio. It's alright. Playtime 4 hours. 22 wins, 17 losses. I mean, I'm only one person. I go solo, so what the fuck, can't win them all. And the score, obviously, you see it's all team deathmatch. So I don't know what Battle Commander team deathmatch is, but maybe I'll check it out. So until next time, it's your boy Fizz. Hope you enjoyed it. And peace, love, and hair grease. I'm gonna do some gaming now. Yay, yay.